me start the recording. Okay. So yesterday we have seen about the MongoDB installation, and so before we install, we can add the group and user if we want. Um, this will be taken care by the Linux team in the real time. We will not have root access in many environments, many organizations. So we will have a separate team called Linux team. They will have the root access. From the root access, only we can create these user and groups and all. Okay. And the mount point, we will tell the user, we will tell the Linux team while they are building the server, we'll tell them, hey, I need a mount point with 1 TB space based on the application available application need. It's again the data size and everything. We will have a call with application team and we will analyze what is the data and what will be the data growth and what will be the initial data size. Everything will gather from them. Sorry. So everything will gather from the application team. Once the data details gathered, then we'll approach Linux team saying that, okay, my application team says the data size will be 500 GB or 300 GB. Okay. And there will be a exponential growth. So the future consideration also we need to consider. I mean, future growth also we need to consider. So we'll decide for some amount of the space. Okay, say it is 1 TB. So we'll tell Linux team, hey, I need 1 TB on this mount point slash Mongo data. Okay, we will have a separate mount point for the DB data directory. Data directory is the one where the actual physical files will be stored, right? The data files. The physical files will be stored. And what would be the default path, default data directory path? For any MongoDB, if we, I mean, for any database, if we run, if we install by using the yum repository, the default path will be where lib. If it is MySQL, then it will create a folder named MySQL. If it is MongoDB, it will create a folder where lib MongoDB. Okay. This slash where, right? The slash where is resides into the root directory. Okay. So this space it is completely occupy the space available in the root directory. So to avoid that, we will have a separate mount point slash mongo data, and we'll have a dedicated storage for that, for the MongoDB to be run. So, and I'll tell you guys how to change the data directory and all other details in the later classes. Okay. And so here they are creating a directory opt MongoDB. Let me spin up my EC2 instance. So again, the slash opt would be in the root directory. Okay, the slash wherever the folder starts with slash, it starts from the root. Slash opt is the default directories. Okay, whenever we build a Linux machine, the slash opt and the slash var and slash etc, these are all the default directory created by the Linux OS team, Linux OS. Okay, and we are creating a extra directory MongoDB under the opt, and we are changing the ownership here. Okay, these are all basic command, guys, for the freshers, right? These are all the basic command. Group add, user add is to add the user, make directory, mkdir is to create a directory, ch1 is to change the ownership of that particular directory, opt MongoDB, right? So by default, the directory permissions would be the user from where you are creating. If you are creating the directory from root user as a root user, then the directory's ownership would be root, and the directory's ownership and the group would be root. Okay. If you want to change the ownership, then we need to run a command chown -r, and whatever the user. If you want to have the MongoDB as the owner, you can mention MongoDB. If you want to have MySQL as the owner, you can mention the MySQL dot colon MySQL. And if you are creating an user named Rahul, okay, you can create the ownership to Rahul, chown -r Rahul colon Rahul for this directory. So this directory will have the ownership for Rahul. Okay, Rahul will have the ownership of this directory. So ownership means only you can do the activities whatever you want to perform in that particular directory. So others cannot perform any activity. If you are creating any files under OPT MongoDB, if OPT MongoDB is owned by you, then only you can manage that file or folder, whatever. Okay. If Rahul, I'm creating two users. One is Rahul and another one is Yas. Okay. And Rahul creating his own directory, his own files on a particular directory where he owns that. So for example, OPT MongoDB is owned by Rahul and he is creating a directory under MongoDB. Okay. And Yas is going to change or delete something on here. He cannot do that because the owner would be Rahul. Okay. Until and unless Rahul give permission to Yas, he can do. If Rahul gives permission, okay, Yas can also do some operations, and I am giving permission to him, then he can do that. Until and unless he gives, no one can do that. But the root user, right, I told you there is a default user root slash, right? The root user is the admin. He can perform any activities. He can even remove Rahul, he can even remove Yas, and he can delete everything, each and everything. Okay, the root user is the admin user. And this is curl command I shown you yesterday. What is the use of the curl command? The curl command is to download any packages available in the internet. If you pass out the a link of that particular file, it will download in the Linux machine. Okay. And again, this tar command is to extract that particular file, zipped file. Okay, tar file. And the cp command is to copy the file or directory. It will copy. If you want to copy directory, you have to mention -r, and this ln-s is to create the soft link. Okay, so I'm just telling this. It may be very basic for Pankaj and Benu and other guys, because I'm just telling this for especially for Rahul and Yas and other guys. Okay. Mm. And this is the environment variable base profile we are setting up, and we don't need to bother about this. This is the base profiles we are loading. And this is log path where log MongoDB. I told you, right? The default log path would be where log, and the default data directory path would be where lib. Okay. And they are here. He is they are creating data MongoDB, the data directory again. So this is the tool called Putty. It's a SSS tool through which we can connect the Linux machine. So in all organizations, right, all the company, they will use this SSS tool to connect your machine. Okay. And if it is a physical machine, you can directly connect it. If you are connecting the EC2 instance, you need to generate a PPK file by using a key file generator. Okay, Putty keygen. There is a tool, key generator. By using that, you can create that. And this EC2 user is the default user for the EC2 instance. And this command, right? Sudo su hyphen. And freshers, you can note down all these commands. It will be very useful for you. Sudo su slash. It will switch to root user. Okay. You can switch like this as well. Su hyphen. This also will take you to root user. I told you, right? There is a user called root. So this is a super user. This root can perform any activity in any directory. He is the super user for this machine. Okay. And if you want to check the spaces available in the disk, you can run df-h. These are the basic commands. And this slash is nothing but the root directory. Okay. And yesterday we have started the MongoDB, right? The MongoDB is running over here. And this configuration, it's using this configuration file, and the default data directory would be where lib mongo. If you go there, cd is to change directory. Okay, it will take you to this path, and ls is to list the file. So you can see the database related files here. Okay, and coming to our ppt. Okay, and I told you the configuration parameters, what and all. The system log is to store the log files. So the log files are stored in MongoDB, mongod.log. And log append equal to true means it will append the logs. Once the space is filled, then it will append it. Okay. And fork equal to true. What does that mean? I told you fork is to run the database in the background process. Okay. I shown you an example yesterday. I just ran a database without that fork operation. So the database was running, but once I disconnected the putty, if I press Control C, then the DB was shut down. Correct. So if I, and after that I added //4, I mean -4, then the DB was running in the background. Okay. And the storage DB path, it is the data directory again. So to start the MongoDB service, MongoD -f etc MongoD, that configuration file. So here I have started yesterday. How did I start the MongoDB? Because I registered this MongoDB as a service. Okay. So if you want to check the MongoDB is up and running, you can check service MongoDB status. So it is showing you, yes, the MongoDB is up and running. It is active and running. Okay. And okay, if you want to shut down this, stop this, you can perform service MongoD stop. And if you grep ps-ef grep mongo, it shows you nothing. Correct. And if you start it again, what you do? Rahul, yes. If you want to start the MongoDB, how do you start the MongoDB?
It's service MongoDB status.
No, service MongoDB status will show you the status. Either it is up or running, up or down. To start it, service MongoDB
Start.
Exactly. Okay. Now you are checking the DB is running or not. Grep Mongo. Okay. So now the service is up and running. Correct. If you want to cross check, You can check the status again. So it is showing green color, active and running. And if I want to stop the service again, what is the command? Tell me, Rahul. Rahul or Yas, someone.
Sir,
Sir,
oh,
please
Stop.
repeat one more.
Stop the. I want to stop the service now.
Service MongoDB stop.
Stop. Okay. So now the service is stopped. If I grab it, it will show nothing. Okay. Service MongoDB stop. It stores nothing. Now, instead of starting this as a service, I am going to start this in a different process. Okay. Simply, I'm going to run MongoD -f and this configuration file. Okay.
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, my laptop is connected to my mobile's hotspot. My connection was lost, so you can repeat once again.
What I was telling is, if I want to check the MongoDB status, either it is running or not, we should run ps-grep mongo. Okay. If you want to start the MongoDB service, check the MongoDB is running or not. There is a command service MongoDB status, correct? So it will show you either it is up or running. And who was that? Rahul, right?
Yash, sir, Yash.
Yes. Okay. So yes, if you
Yes,
want to start this service, what would be the command?
yes. Sir, command will be show status,
Service MongoDB status will tell you either it is running or not. It
running
will
or
show you
not.
the
Okay.
status if you want to start the service.
Hmm.
So the
Yes.
command would be
MongoDB status.
no status would show you
Mongo.
the status.
Yes,
Start. Okay.
yes, yes.
MongoDB
Start. Yes.
start
Service
will
MongoDB.
hmm, start will show you the command. Now if you grep again,
Yes,
you can see right the service is up and running. And if you want to stop
yes.
the service, what would be the
Sir,
command?
stop MongoDB dot service.
Service MongoDB stop. Okay.
Yes,
Leave
yes.
about this. In the background it will run this, but no, you can run this command service MongoDB stop. And now it is
Okay, sir.
stopped.
Stop.
If you grab it, it will show you nothing. Okay. And
Okay, sir.
to start again we need to give service MongoDB start. Okay. Now since I registered this as a service, so that is the reason I could start and stop by using the service. Now I'm going to start this MongoDB in a different way. Okay. MongoDB -f and this configuration file. Okay. Now my MongoDB is down. It's not yet up. Okay. And I'm going to start this. To start the MongoDB service, I need to run service MongoDB start. But instead of that, I'm going to run a different command, MongoDB -f and the configuration file. Okay. Just enter. So it will show you child process started successfully. Now again, you grab that. It is running, right? Up and running. MongoDB -f etc MongoDB conf. And how do you connect the MongoDB? What is the command to connect the MongoDB? Mongo, correct? So we connected now. Yeah. And if you want to check what and all the database is available, you have a command show DBS. Note down these commands. So DBS will tell you what and all the database is available. Okay. Now I want to shut down this server. Now the DB is up and running, correct? If you grep it, It will show you the DB is up and running, correct? Did you notice? If we check the service shows inactive dead, but the DB is up and running. Why? Because we didn't start this DB as a service. We simply started by using the binary. MongoD is a binary. Okay. We simply started this with the binary. So the service is already stopped. And if you try to stop the service again, it shows you the error. Okay. I mean, it will not stop again because the service is already stopped. If you stopped it again, it will not stop. It will take the command, but it will not stop because the service is not running. The service is already stopped and the DB is up and running. So when you try to connect the MongoDB, you can connect it. Okay. Now, if you want to shut down this database, so there is a command named db dot shut down server. Okay. Note down this command. db.shutdown server will shut down the database. And in Oracle, we have db.shut immediate, right? Shut immediate, shut about something. We'll have in Oracle, correct? So same like here, we have a command called db.shutdown server. Okay. So this shutdown server will work only under the admin database. So the SOAR DBS, we have seen some databases, right? Admin, config, local. So the db.shutdown server will work only on the admin database. Just type SOAR DBS to check what are the DBS available. So admin, config, local. These are the databases, default databases available in the MongoDB. And if you want to perform shutdown, if you want to shut down the database, then you have to switch to the admin user to connect that particular, admin database. If you want to connect a particular database, you should use a command use and so on so database. Okay, use admin. So it switched to admin. Now you are into admin database. If you want to go to config database, use config. Now you switched to config database. If you want to go to the local database, use local. You switched to local database. Got it? And now we want to shut down the server. So which database we should go? Admin database. Guys, just interact with me. So then only you also will have a good idea about it. If you are keeping mum, then I cannot know like either you understand it or not. I'll move forward. If you interact with me, then it will be kind of forum. No, we can discuss and we can work on it. If you don't understand something, then I can repeat it. So if you're keeping mum, then no, I'll keep on moving.
I'm just sorry to interrupt. What are the different are these three databases?
Yeah, we'll see this later. Okay, the config database, what it has, and the local database, what it has, and admin. This we will see in depth. Okay, the local database basically used for kind of replication and other stuffs. The config database will have the metadata information, and the admin database will have the users informations and it will have the admin related operations. Whatever we do, we need to go. And the sysdb Oracle, we connect as a sysdb and all, right? So
Yes,
those kind of, yeah.
system.
In MySQL, we have a MySQL database, default database, right? So similar to like that. Okay, if you type use admin, you can run the so collection, and collection is nothing but tables. Okay,
Okay, Amjad.
collection is nothing but table, because in MongoDB we call tables as collections. I already told you, just forget Forget tables and DB, I mean DBMS, tables, rows, columns, just forget. And we will call hereafter whenever I refer the word collection, it means a table. So show collections. So it will show you the system.version. Okay, the admin database contain the version information. And if you want to check that system.version, you can run a command db dot this system.version. Sorry, that is db.version. Okay, db.version. There is a command if you want to check the command, check the version of the database 4.2.18. So it will have the system version information. I'll tell you how to see this collection and all later classes. Okay, this local database is used for the replication. There will be some collection will created once you enable the replication and all. So we will see in depth the later classes. Okay, so coming to the point, guys, especially I'm telling you because Venu and Pankaj can easily understand because they have well experience. Okay, they have more than around 10 years of experience. They can easily understand. But for the freshers, right, where Yas and Rahul and even Riaz, right? So you guys just open up your mouth, either you understand or not. And whenever I ask some question, please try to answer it so that I can know that either you understood it or not, and I can move forward. If you are keeping mum, then I'll keep on I keep move on, assuming that okay, you guys don't have any doubts. So just whenever I ask the question, just try to answer it so that it will be an interactive session. Okay, so to shut down the server, we need to switch to admin database. The use admin will take you to the admin database. Okay, so db dot shut down server. The command is, if you run this command, it shows you trying to reconnect failed means it shut down the database. If you run the show dbs command again, it will show you nothing because it will still tell you, okay, there is a connection error, I cannot connect because the db is down. And exit command will exit you from the cell. And if you grab the MongoDB again, you see nothing. But it guys, so this is how you can start and stop the MongoDB. Okay, can someone tell me now how to start the MongoDB again?
Yes, it's service Mongo start.
Exactly, very good. So service MongoDB start. What happened?
Sir, the service is down. That's why it's coming error.
Yeah. We try to start it. MongoDB service, the control process exited with full. Oh, we have started the database, but there is some issues with the service. So some permission issues. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
can we shut down and start again?
Just give me a minute.
Amjad, I think there should be a permission of
No, it started
MongoDB.
actually. Now it is started. No, what happened was I just started this as a root user, right? So it has
Yes, yes.
created some root related files. Again, the service is registered with the MongoDB user. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, PS hyphen EF. After that, what is that symbol, sir? PS hyphen EF. Up. Yeah. PS hyphen EF. So that symbol is.
Which symbol? This one? PS
Yes,
hyphen
yes.
EF.
PS.
That is
That
pipe
symbol.
symbol.
Pipe.
Hmm. Something has happened.